Hey, Ann here. Okay, let's get into this. We are going to talk about promises of God, endurance, and promises to the afflicted. I am going to go through these a little quickly because I've already written this lesson down once and it is online. So I can provide a link to that and you can go find it and just get a little bit deeper study on these. I'm just going to go over these very quickly. The word endurance means the ability or power to bear prolonged exertion, pain, or hardship. An act or example of toleration of prolonged suffering or hardship. The survival or persistence of something despite the ravages of time. When we have to endure something, it is not a fun time. It's hard, but not impossible. The ability or power to bear prolonged exertion, pain, or hardship. Usually, as Christians, as believers, what we have to endure is pain and hardship. Pain being mental, emotional, physical. Hardship, it can just cover so many things. But we do have to endure, and we can. It's very possible to. Jesus is with us every step of the way. He gives us His strength. In fact, His strength is made perfect in our weakness. So just hold on. If you're going through something right now, hold on. Endure to the end. It's possible. You can do it. What if today is the day that you get out of that, whatever you're going through? What if you just need to make it one more day? Every day, get up and say that. What if I just need to make it one more day? Because the end's coming, I promise. It does not last forever. All right, I'm going to go to Matthew 10 and 22. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. This is Jesus talking here. We are going to be persecuted for believing in Jesus. But that's okay. If we endure that to the end, we will be saved. That's pretty easy. Hebrews 12 and 7. If ye endure chastening, God dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? We have to endure pain and hardship down here in this world. Some of it is beyond our control. Bad stuff just happens sometimes. But now some things we go through, we deserve it. That we've done either something that we know we should not have done, or we have not done something that we should have done. And when that happens, then God chastens us because He loves us, because He wants the best for us. He wants us to grow properly. It's just like a parent with a child. You have to correct the child because they don't know any better. Well, we don't either. And when we do things that go against something God has told us to do, go against His will for us, or just flat out sin and rebel, then we have to go through a period of chastening. It says so, but if we endure that and think of it as God doing it out of love because He wants the best for me, then it's easier to endure that, and we can. Again, Jesus is with us. James 1 and 12. And I've been studying the book of James here lately. I accidentally pulled James out of my Bible. I was so upset. But that's all right. James 1 and 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life with which the Lord hath promised to them that love Him. Ooh, we're going to be tempted. There's a whole section on promises to the tempted. But I'll tell you, there's three different, when you study out the word temptation, there's three different kinds. There's internal, which is flesh. There's external, which is satanic. And then there are tests and or trials that we go through. That it's not that God tempts us, But there's a proving. There's a, he tests us. Anyway, we'll get into that later. Okay. James 5:11. James 5:11. Behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy. Know that when we get to the other side of whatever it is we're having to endure, there's good there. There's peace there. There's a blessing there. So keep that in mind when you're going through whatever you're going through. It'll help to endure that. 1 Peter 2:19. For this is thankworthy, if a man for good conscience toward God endure grief, suffering wrongfully. In fact, I'm going to read the next one. For what glory is it, if when ye be buffeted for your faults, ye shall take it patiently? But if when ye do well and suffer for it, ye take it patiently, this is acceptable with God. Okay. If we do something ignorant and we suffer persecution and hardship because we've done something stupid, well, we brought that on ourselves. There's not a whole lot you can do but just wait that one out. And you know that you brought it on yourself, so that you can't really complain about it. But, and here's what he's talking about here. If we're doing right, if we're doing good, if we're doing the best we can, and we still have people that are coming against us, giving us grief, being judgmental, being critical, condemning, whatever, and we're doing good, we're not doing anything wrong, that's where the endurance comes in. That's where you have to really be patient and trust that God will make things right, because He will. If I'm suffering from those things because I've done something stupid or silly or sinful or whatever you want to call it, I deserve whatever I get. There's consequences to our actions. But if I haven't done anything and I'm still going through those persecutions or whatever you want to call it, it's tough. It's tough. But Jesus went through it. My goodness, everything He went through, He didn't deserve any of it. He did it for us. I think we can endure a little bit for Him. Okay, promises to the afflicted. The word affliction means a condition of great physical or mental distress. Something that causes great physical or mental distress. Have you ever been in a situation that has caused you great physical or mental distress? Physical distress, yeah, when I had my son, I'd say physically I was in distress the entire time I was in labor. But that was okay. It was worth it because I was going to have my boy. Mental distress, that one is a tough one. To be afflicted mentally is tough. It's hard. That's okay. There's promises for that too. First promise is the promise of brighter days, and that is in Psalms 30:5. That's why I said if you're going through something, just hold on. It won't last forever. It won't. The sun will come out again. The promise of brighter days. Psalms 30:5. For His anger endureth but a moment. In His favor is life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. It's coming. Joy's coming. Just hold on. Just hold on. Promises to the afflicted. Deliverance. That's in Psalm 34:19. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. We are going to have trouble here. We are going to be afflicted, but God has promised to deliver us from each and every one. Just hold on. divine care in sickness. Now, there are several scriptures for this. I'm only going to read one, Psalm 41:3. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. The Lord will strengthen him upon the bed of languishing. Thou wilt make all his bed in his sickness. There's also Psalm 50:15, Psalm 94:12, and Psalm 138:7. Another promise to the afflicted is the comfort of God's presence. That's in Isaiah 43:2. We're never alone. God is always with us. If Jesus lives in us, we're absolutely never alone. Isaiah 43:2. When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee. That's wonderful. That's very reassuring. That's comfort. No matter what I'm going through, I'm not going through it alone. God is with me. He's going to carry me through. He's going to bring me through it. Promises to the afflicted, an eternal home. John 14:1-2. Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. I'm going to go ahead and read 3. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also. No matter how bad it gets down here, it's nothing compared to the glory of heaven and being with Jesus forever and our loved ones. And we have to keep that eternal perspective. If we can keep that eternal perspective, our problems don't seem quite so big. Okay, promises to the afflicted. All things work for the believer's good. Now we know Romans 8:28. I'll go ahead and read it. Romans 8:28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose. Bad things happen. God's got a bad rep. For some reason, we want to think that God makes bad things happen to us. I don't believe that's the case. But I think any bad thing that happens, God can use it. There's a difference between sending something bad to one of his children and then using something bad that's happened to one of his children to accomplish his purpose. All right. Also, 2 Corinthians 4:17. Now, promises to the afflicted. Sufficiency of divine grace. That's in 2 Corinthians 12:9. And he said unto me, My grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. That's Paul. Well, yeah, that's Paul there. Paul wrote that. My grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. We're weak. Oh, that's what Jesus, he said, his strength is made perfect in our weakness. Wherever we're suffering, I'm weak in all areas, but I'm weaker in some areas than in others. Don't be afraid of your weaknesses. That's where Jesus really shines bright, is in our weaknesses. Fellowship in Christ's sufferings. 1 Peter 4:12-13. Let's see, 1 Peter 4:12-13. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. But rejoice, inasmuch as ye are partakers of Christ's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. I think that one of the tricks of Satan when we're going through something is to make us feel isolated and alone, and that nobody can ever possibly identify with what I'm going through. That's a lie. All he's good for is lying. That's a lie. It says, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. There's nothing we're going through that other people can't identify with. I'm never going to have a problem that is so unique that nobody else has ever dealt with it before. That's crazy. And if we would just open up with each other and be honest with each other, then we could rely on each other. We could truly bear each other's burdens, just like it says for us to do, I think in the book of James. Okay, membership in the company of the redeemed. That's in Revelation 7:13 through 14. Revelation 7:13 through 14. And one of the elders answered, saying unto me, What are these which are arrayed in white robes, and whence came they? And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said to me, These are they which came out of great tribulation, and have washed their robes, and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Membership in the company of the redeemed. You ever heard that song, When the Roll is Called Up Yonder? I'll be there. I will. And you will. If you believe in Jesus, you will. One day, one glorious day, every believer that is, ever has been, ever will be, in our glorified bodies will stand before the throne of God, before Jesus, together, to praise and worship Him, to give Him glory and honor. And I want to be a part of that. And I'm going to be. So it doesn't matter what's going on down here. One day, it'll be over. It'll be over. Whether here or over there in glory. Final deliverance from sorrow and pain. Revelations 21:4. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. Oh, glory. That's the ultimate promise, is to be saved, to be in glory, or to have our glorified bodies, to be with Jesus, and to know that there's not ever going to be anything bad ever again. Forever. Keep that in mind as you're going through your affliction. It helps. It really does. Okay, that concludes our first part on endurance and promises to the afflicted. I hope you've enjoyed it. Like I said, I've already kind of went over these two in a blog. I wrote about them. But I discovered something. Writing these lessons is not my cup of tea. That's why I thought I'd go ahead and do video. It's way easier. I can get my thoughts out easier. And apparently I can ramble easier. So anyway, until next time, keep on keeping on for Jesus. God bless.